Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a fascinating police lawsuits body cam case at Berry Street, Edmunds. Right from the start, we see issues around legal identification, parking irregularities, and officer accountability. Stick around as we break down key moments where transparency clashes with protocol. And trust me, some of these interactions are jaw-dropping. Who's following the rules and who's hiding behind the blue line? Let's find out.
The police station. So yeah, we're gonna come and have a look around. So I've got disabled parking down here. We've got this vehicle parked illegally on double yellows right outside the police station, which is odd. It's not good. Yeah, so we've got a couple of disabled parking bays, and then we've got a private car park down here. It's £3 parking all day. It doesn't look like anybody's there to enforce it. Interestingly, all these parking bays are blocked off. Yeah, so I've been out with LNA today, and he's had to get home to the kids and stuff, so I thought I would stop here on the way home. So I don't think this is part of the police station. This is Albany House, whatever that is. So they got some construction going on around the back there. Yeah. And this takes you around to the police car park.
Now check this out. Right outside the station, we've got a vehicle parked on double yellows. That's immediately a red flag for enforcement consistency. Add to that a mix of disabled bays, private parking, and obscure commercial units, and it starts to get complicated. These unclear boundaries are exactly the sort of thing that causes friction between officers and the public. Who decides what's allowed where? And how much does this kind of ambiguity impact trust in law enforcement? Let's keep an eye on how the auditor navigates this maze. It's about to get even messier.
Staff can't really get to anything, but we've got this one here which is interesting. So they've got an electric van, which is a commercial vehicle unit. Again, not really sure what a commercial vehicle unit is or what it does, so if anybody does know, feel free to let me know. But yeah, they've got an electric van, got an unmarked blue van, and yeah, so this is a Suffolk marked police car. They don't have any silly slogans on the side like "our priority is you," unlike Norfolk. Yeah, so we're gonna go back up around the front and see if we can see any more from the car park on the other side. So this is a notice board. You've got a map of Bury St Edmunds and some information. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're open. Although it does say they're open Monday to Saturday 9 to 5. Now there we go, the station's not open on Sundays or bank holidays, so it is a bank holiday, so that'll be why. They have got PC 101 there, and I've got some braille there for the hard of sight. Signage says police vehicles only, no private vehicles. I'm not a vehicle. Interesting. Kestrel, Suffolk Police. What's that about? They got cones in front of them. So what's the difference between a normal police vehicle and the Kestrel ones? West Kestrel vehicles only. Interesting. So this is forensic services on this one, this van. Interesting. Ah, so this vehicle is actually from Norfolk Constabulary. This one isn't even a Suffolk vehicle. So what's it doing here in Norfolk, in Suffolk? Maybe they've stolen it. So that one's a Suffolk one. There we go, this one's another Norfolk one, look. It's interesting. So this is where they were, where I was earlier, around the other side of the fence. Look, that's the electric van that they had plugged in. And then they've got a fence here, we've got a vehicle pulling in.
Here's where things start to heat up. The auditor is challenged for being on what the officer claims is private property, yet the officer refuses to provide a caller number. This is a textbook example of how accountability works in policing, or doesn't. Every constable has a legal duty to identify themselves when issuing directives. By refusing, the officer immediately undermines trust and sets the stage for frustration. Notice how this small refusal escalates tension, even though the auditor is acting entirely within their rights. Here's a question for you. If an officer refuses to identify themselves, should the public have any recourse? Let's watch how this plays out.
So that's a Norfolk one. Ah wait, that's got Norfolk and Suffolk on it. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know why it's got Norfolk and Suffolk and why we've got Norfolk vehicles and that around in the car park in the Suffolk County police station. That's an interesting one.
Excuse me,
Oh yeah,
what are you doing?
just making a little video of the marked vehicles now you got around. They're very interesting.
Okay, well, it's private property though, so you need to come off out of the car park, please.
Okay, is it illegal to be on private property?
Well, it's police property, so you need to get off it, please.
Is it illegal to be on police property?
Yeah, I'll go and try to-
Can you identify, please? Can I get your collar number, please?
Have you had any cabs of any gentlemen hanging around the police station?
Fair enough. Doesn't want to identify. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what a commercial vehicle unit is, but obviously she doesn't want to talk. So this one looks like a very new van, very interesting. But yeah, so again they've got a no ID, no entry, no exceptions policy here, which is good. So they've got like a forensic van in the garage there and a police van. Use that on the rural ones. They need a good clean. And there's a Norfolk police with their blatantly lying slogan. Their priority definitely is not us. Yeah, really interested to know what the Kestrel ones are, what the difference is there. But hi mate. Yeah, so it's interesting. You can see this one doesn't have it on. This Suffolk police one. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know who that was, but he just said hello, very politely. You can see they're all marked up with diesel fuel only. So not only are we paying for the fuel, we're paying for dirty fuel, getting diesel engine vehicles instead of unleaded. Unleaded is also still not good, but it's cleaner than diesel.
This is a critical moment. The auditor correctly points out GDPR obligations when officers record the public. They become data controllers, meaning notification is required, and individuals have a right to access footage. Yet, instead of facilitating this, the officer deflects, citing private property and procedural excuses. Transparency is the cornerstone of public trust, but here we see it obstructed. This isn't just bureaucracy. It's a real barrier to accountability. Think about it. If you can't identify the officer, how do you lodge a complaint or verify actions? It's these kinds of interactions that can erode confidence in law enforcement. What would you do in this situation?
Second officer arrives to manage the situation, but a simple request for accountability turns into a circular argument about data protection laws that stops the auditor from making a complaint.
Hiya.
Can I help?
No, I'm okay, thank you. Well, actually, yeah, you can help. The constable has probably come and reported to you that I'm here. Didn't identify when I asked him, so come and told me that I need to leave because it's police property.
Yeah.
Trying to give me a lawful directive, but refusing to identify. So if you can go get that constable and get them to come and identify to me, because if I want to go make a complaint against them now, how am I supposed to do that?
Complaint about?
Well, that's up to me, isn't it? But how would I be able to do that if they don't identify, so I can hold them accountable?
Right, can I just point out there are clear signs there,
Suffolk Constabulary, private parking for constabulary only. Am I parking?
and there.
Police personnel and official visitors only. Yeah, that looks like it's it going into that wooded bit, that fenced bit.
No, that car park is private,
Okay.
so you can't actually wander around in there filming.
Is it illegal to do that?
Well, I'm not. The signs are clear, aren't they?
But is it illegal to do it?
I'm not going to stand here and argue with you.
I'm not. I'm asking you a genuine question. Okay, can you at least identify with your shoulder number for me, please?
My shoulder number's there.
What if I can't read? You need to verbally identify, please.
You can see my shoulder number.
Again, what if I can't read? What if I'm
You're
dyslexic?
filming me.
What if I'm dyslexic? Can you verbally identify, please? It's in your policies.
1159.
Thank you. It's that simple. And yourself?
1704.
Thank you very much. See, that's simple. First time I ask. That's how it needs to be done. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Lovely job.
Yeah. Just so I know, did you turn your body cameras on?
I have turned mine on
Is-
as
is-
soon as I realised that you were speaking to me.
Okay. Is there a reason that you...
Notice the complete shift in tone here. Two plainclothes officers approach with calm and transparency. They identify themselves immediately, use respectful body language, and engage in a civil conversation. The tension evaporates almost instantly. This is a perfect example of how policing is as much about communication as it is about authority. It shows the stark contrast between defensive, opaque behavior and professional, accountable engagement. It's a reminder that respect and clarity can prevent most conflicts before they start.
You realise when you turn them on, you become a data controller under GDPR, and as a data controller, you need to... mind the barrier's going to hit you. But yeah, you realise that, you know, when you turn your cameras on under GDPR, you have to notify data subjects that you're recording them. I have a right to access that body cam footage because I'm on it. How am I supposed to access that if I don't know?
If I grab some details from you, I'll let our Freedom of Information Act people know that you're making a request in relation to that.
Potentially. How would I go about that?
I think I'm meant to grab some details from you along with some contact details.
Is that how it works, is it?
And then what we'll do is I'll then let them have that.
Okay.
And you can...
You're correct.
You can
Yeah,
request...
yeah, you're correct. I can do that. I can do that, but you're using the wrong act. It's not Freedom of Information Act. I'll have to use a subject access request.
Okay.
Just so you know for future.
I do apologise.
No.
Obviously, you can understand as a police officer, we have to be aware of an awful lot of acts.
Sure. Sure.
Would you like to request for body one footage?
I can do that in my own time. I'm not going to give my details over to you.
Okay, all right,
I can do that. Mate.
Is there anything else we can help you with today?
Yeah, as I said to this constable, the initial constable that came and interacted with me refused to identify. So if you can get them to come and identify, because I may wish to make a complaint against
I
them.
don't know who that is.
Yeah, but this,
My assumption is you've been filming.
this,
so
yeah, but this lady does.
would
But
you like to make a complaint?
I would like to know their collar number, so I have the option to make a complaint if I need to.
Here, the auditor explains why these observations matter. Public interest isn't just curiosity. It's about accountability and transparency. While ride-alongs can be curated, candid filming reveals real behavior. This segment underscores a key point. Observation changes outcomes. Officers aware of cameras may act differently. But in truly open situations, the public gets a realistic view of policing. Documenting these interactions isn't about confrontation. It's about showing how policy and practice meet in the real world, highlighting gaps and successes alike. How would you handle a situation where transparency clashes with internal culture?
She called up over the air.
Yep.
And I'm sure that if you want to make a complaint, she can be identified.
Yeah, but how...
Due to her role, I don't have to identify her to you.
Every constable has to legally identify when they try to give directives to a member of the public. And exactly, so I'm saying, can you go get her?
She's not here.
But she refused to identify.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a good day.
So you're just going to stand behind a thin blue line and stick up your other officer, even though they acted outside of their policy. Well, you are, because you're not going to hold. You're not willing to.
Take your details.
You're not willing to hold another officer accountable for wrongdoing.
In relation to that.
You want all our details, but you won't.
Yes, because you're obliged to in your policies. I'm not.
See you later.
That's it. Go stand behind your thick blue wall, thugs. Just stand up for your other officers when they're doing wrong. Again. I'll go back around the car park, don't worry. Sorry, are you coming out? I'll move out your way.
Hey, what are you doing here, mate?
I'm good, thank you. I'm alright, don't need any assistance.
What are you doing here?
I'm okay, thank you. I don't need...
So what do we learn from Berry Street Edmunds? One officer avoids accountability, while two others demonstrate professional engagement. It's a mixed bag that perfectly illustrates modern policing. Policies are only as good as their enforcement. Identification, respect for procedure, and clear communication make all the difference. Observers and the public can immediately sense when trust is being fostered or eroded. This segment reminds us that tone, demeanor, and willingness to comply with transparency laws matter just as much as the law itself. The difference between conflict and civility is often just a smile and a clear introduction.
What are you doing here, though? Because this is where we keep all the private... This is a private car park, you see. Public entrance. I can show you around there. We can.
Oh, I've already been up around there. Like I said, yeah, it's all publicly accessible. There's nothing stopping pedestrians from coming down here. It's all wide open. Came here to have a look at some of the marked vehicles, particularly that one I'm really interested in, the commercial vehicle unit. What does that mean?
To be honest with you, mate.
You're not sure, no?
Every department, I'd have a massive brain.
Are you constables, are you?
Yes.
I am, mate,
Yeah. Are you right to just give your collar numbers, please, since you're interacting as a member of the public in plain clothes?
That, mate, it's 10-12.
10-12, thank you yourself.
413.
Thank you, that's lovely. Brilliant.
Bye.
Alrighty, have a good day.
Mate, what I'm going to do is obviously no harm in your filming whatsoever, because
Cool.
you know it's not like you're trying to come through there at all.
No, of course, no, I won't go anywhere that obviously is restricted,
I'm
you
just
know.
going to make sure that this isn't restricted, though.
Oh, have a look at the size, you know, there are private property
I'll have a look
signs.
as well,
Yeah, you do that, that's all good.
I'm gonna do that, mate.
Yeah, no worries, but yeah, it's
No issue you're filming, obviously. It's just,
yeah. Obviously, being here, obviously there are signs saying private property and that, but you know, it becomes civil trespass, you know.
It does.
And there's nothing criminal about civil
No,
trespass,
I understand
you know.
that. I just want to make sure that everything's
yeah.
all as it should
That's
be.
fine. I did get approached by one constable when I saw a vehicle pulling in, so I was wanting to get a shot of that.
Oh, right.
And they approached and asked what I was doing, told me I had to leave. So when, you know, as I asked you for your collar number, you gave it to me very promptly. They ignored me, refused. So,
okay.
but now because I don't have their collar number, I can't complain.
Right.
She went over the radio. Another constable came out, and I said, they said, can you help? I was like, yeah, can you get the original constable to come and identify? Because I may wish to make a complaint. How can I do that if I don't know who they are? And they don't want to get involved. And I'm like, well, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? You don't want to hold other officers accountable for their wrongdoing.
I can't comment. I wasn't there.
No, I know
Do
you
know
weren't
what I
there,
mean?
you know. But it's a bit, again, that's a funny thing. Like, I always get told that I can't comment, I wasn't there. But the police love to use hypotheticals with us. But as soon as we use a hypothetical, they don't want to answer.
Wrapping up, Berry Street Edmunds shows us the highs and lows of police-public interactions. We saw a constable avoid identification, creating tension and blocking accountability. In contrast, plainclothes officers engaged respectfully, proving how civility and transparency can diffuse potential conflicts. Key takeaways: legal identification matters, facilitating complaints is essential, and a calm, professional approach goes a long way. This case is a reminder that policing isn't just about enforcement. It's about trust.